So the dawn of means the start of something, like the dawn starts the day, and the dawn of time kind of means the start of time, when humans kind of first started emerging and stuff like that.
Okay, so next the article says, many of our legends and stories are full of dragons, fairies, and mermaids.
That is right. Now, I sort of already mentioned the word legend when we talked about the Greek myths, so let's really look in detail at the word. A legend is an old story told and passed down for many years. Now, legends aren't completely true, but there may be some small bits of truth in them. For example, they might actually be about a real person who did exist, but many of the parts of the story didn't actually happen. You know, the person didn't fight dragons or meet gods or go to the underworld and things like that. Now, we can also use the word legend to mean someone who is really famous and talented at what they do, like a baseball legend or a rock music legend, and so on.
OK，legend 这个字呢，它名词就是传说的意思哦。比方说，我们可以说这个中国神话里面的后羿 is the hero of an old legend。OK， 他是一个古老传说中的英雄。Or like Pat said, a rock music legend， 表示呢他有很杰出的表现了，所以他变成了一个传奇，这个摇滚界的传奇巨星。那呢，形容词 legendary 就是传说的。比方说，我们刚刚举例，后羿是一个传说的人物，那我们可以去说后羿 is a legendary character。OK， 他呢是一个传说神话里面的角色。OK，it could also mean famous。OK，his father was the legendary actor。OK， 非常有名的一个演员，legendary. And one of these legends is about mermaids.
Yes, I think most people probably have an idea of what a mermaid is. It's like Ariel in The Little Mermaid.
Under the sea.
Exactly. So a mermaid is a creature that has the upper part of a woman and the bottom part of a fish. We sometimes talk about mermen as well, which are like the male version. But generally some stories don't even have them. It's just about mermaids. It's just the females.
OK， 所以呢 ，mermaid 这个字我刚刚就解释了，就是美人鱼的意思了。OK，so the article goes on to say this is not just a trend of the past. Many people still believe in them today.
Yes, when we say them, we mean these kind of creatures, the mermaids, the dragons, and so on. So here we're talking about it being a trend in the past, but also something that happens today. The word trend can mean a fashion, and it can also mean the way that something is changing or developing. So it could be a trend for people to own smartphones, and the trend is for everyone to own a smartphone. So what we're saying here is that belief in dragons and mermaids and other monsters wasn't just a trend in the past. It's not like we've stopped doing it. People still do it now. It is still a trend, although I guess maybe there are fewer people that do it than there were maybe 1,000 years ago.
OK， 所以呢，看到 trend 这个字呢，名词哦，它就代表了趋势或是走向哦。比方说呢，我们可以讲说 ，with an upward trend in inflation, you expect price to rise.
Yes.
OK， 伴随着这个通货膨胀上升的这个走势哦，你可以呢预期物价会上涨。那 trend 这个字呢，也可以指这个，比方说 fashion trend。OK，Laura is always wearing the latest fashion trend. OK， 她呢总是穿着最新潮、最时髦的衣服，最新的时尚。那它中的形容词呢？ trendy， 我们在后面加上一个 y， 就可以形容很时尚的。比方说 ，Laura 总是穿最新的流行，所以她穿什么衣服呢 ？Trendy clothes，OK， 很时髦的一个 clothes，yes. Okay, some people still believe in these creatures.
Yeah, people do believe that there are some dragons somewhere, unicorns are real, or things like Bigfoot and so on exist. To believe in something means you think it's real, you think it's true, even if you don't have any actual proof. For example, most young kids believe in Santa Claus. Some people believe in ghosts or believe in aliens from another planet.
OK, believe in something or believe in somebody 就表示呢你相信他，对他有信念了。那如果你是 believe in something 的话呢，就表示你相信这个东西的存在。And this happens all over the world.
That's right. Our article says It makes no difference where you are from because you are never too far to hear about stories of unexplained creatures. Now, this grammar phrase we've used here means it's always possible to hear these stories no matter where you are. Like you could go to this country and you'll hear them. You could go to another country and you'll hear different stories. Wherever you go, you will hear them.
OK， 所以呢，我们看到这边这个句型哦 to 后面呢加上形容词或副词，再加上呢不定词 to 后面加上原形动词哦，这个句型呢就表示呢前面我们这个主词某人某事太怎么样，以至于无法。OK， 注意到了，我们举个例子 ，It's too hot to wear sweaters。OK， 天气太热，根本呢没有办法穿这个毛衣了。那注意到呢，我们是说太怎么样，以至于不能怎样，它原本呢就有否定的意思，所以呢，当我们否定词哦 not 或 never 加到这样的句型的时候呢，它呢就会从原本的否定变成肯定的语气了。例如呢，我们说 It's never too cold to eat ice cream， 不管呢天气多冷多热，我呢都喜欢吃 ice cream， 都喜欢吃冰淇淋。
So back to these monsters. Next, the article says, although the scientific community says they don't exist, people called cryptozoologists hope to prove them wrong. So scientific is an adjective. It means anything to do with science, scientists, and so on. When we talk about the scientific community, we mean all the scientists around the world. We could also talk about doing scientific experiments, reading scientific research papers, or giving scientific evidence or proof that something is true.
OK， 我们看到 scientific 这个字呢，它呢是一个形容词。我们知道 science 或是 scientist，OK， 科学家或是科学。那 scientific 这个形容词呢，它就是形容科学的。OK， 比方说呢 ，We're looking for scientific evidence to prove these creatures are real. OK， 我们呢正在寻找这个科学证据 scientific evidence 来证明呢这些生物是真的存在的。We also introduced the word cryptozoologist.
Yeah, cryptozoologist.
Zoologist.
It's an odd word. And the reason for that is it's got this ending, this special ending, ologist. And you often see a doctor or scientist job title ending with ologist. And this talks about the specific area that they work in or are experts in, like biology, biologist.
Okay.
Technology, technologist. So now we have cryptology, or cryptozoology, and cryptozoologist.
OK， 我们刚刚呢看到这个字尾哦，这个 ologist 这个字尾呢，指的就是这个什么学家的意思。比方说呢，像我们举例biology 生物学，那 biologist 就是生物学家。那这边呢是什么样的学家呢？我们前面看到 crypto 这个字呢，它就有秘密、有虚拟的意思。比方说像现在很夯的，像是 Bitcoin。cryptocurrency，OK， 它呢加密货币、虚拟货币 ，crypto 呢就有这样的意思。所以呢，我们这边指的呢就是这个神秘生物学 cryptozoologist，OK， 神秘生物学家、生物学者。So let's find out more about these people.
Yes, the article says these people study cryptozoology, which is the study of hidden animals.
Okay, after that, it says they check closely for evidence of cryptids. Cryptids such as the Yeti, the Loch Ness Monster, and Bigfoot. Okay, there are some famous monsters.
Yeah, of course. The Yeti in the mountains, the Bigfoot in America. Loch Ness we'll get to later, and we'll kind of talk about them in our chat question. But let's look at the word evidence. Evidence is a noun and it means facts, information, or other things that we can see and use to prove whether something is true or not, or to just prove what did or didn't happen. Police officers need evidence to prove criminals guilty and send them to jail. Lawyers will talk about evidence in court.
我们看到 evidence 这个字呢，名词就是证据的意思。那你可以看到另外一个字 proof， 它也可以当做名词，表示这个证据的意思，或是证明当是动词的时候。那形容词呢，我们就可以说 evident，OK， 或者是呢，我们就可以讲说 it is evident that he is not capable of doing this job。OK， 这个呢非常明显的，他呢没有办法来完成这个工作。所以 evident， 刚刚我们说 evident 是证据，所以 evident 呢就有点像是这个非常明显，像是 obvious， 非常明 明显哦，证据就摆在你眼前这样子，非常明显的意思。So what kind of evidence are we talking about for these monsters?
Well, photos, videos, people's stories, physical body parts, even footprints and things like that.
Okay, I see. The article goes on, unlike well-known sciences such as biology or chemistry, cryptozoology is new in comparison.
So we have a few things to look at in that sentence. The first is the adjective well-known. Well-known just means the same as famous, and it means it's known by many people. It's something a lot of people have heard of. Here's an example sentence. The well-known TV show host also appears in commercials for products. Now, another word in that sentence we want to look at is biology. Biology is a kind of science. Biology is the science of living things and how they work. So if you study biology, you might learn about how plants grow, how animals get their energy, how they live and how much they live, and all sorts of things like that.
OK， 所以呢，刚刚这个字我们在前面有讲到，在讲这个 ologist 什么学者的时候，我们有讲到 biologist 生物学家 biology 生物学 and chemistry is another kind of science, right?
That is right. Chemistry is the science of chemicals and how and why they react with one another. Sometimes it's just chemicals and chemicals, but other times you've got chemicals in life, which is where you get biochemistry or chemical reactions in living things.
OK，chemistry 这个字呢，就是表示化学哦，所以呢，我们可以看到它很多变形。比方说，我们刚刚讲的 chemical 这个字呢，它可以当做这个形容词，表示化学的。举个例子哦 ，She devoted her life to chemical research。OK， 她的一生呢，都奉献在这个化学的领域的研究上面。那这个字呢，也可以当做名词哦，就是呢，刚刚 Pat 举例的，表示呢是化学物质。OK， 我们举个例子 ，The company says they will reduce the amount of chemicals used in food production. OK， 这个公司呢声称他们会减少他们在食物制作里面添加的这个化学物质。Both of these are old sciences. OK， but cryptozoology is new.
That's right, and we say it's new in comparison. A comparison is when you talk about usually two things, could be more, and compare them to see how they're different, how they're the same, and so on. You look at all their properties and qualities, and we often use the word in the phrase in comparison, and that means when this thing is compared with something else. So here we're comparing or making a comparison between these sciences, and compared to chemistry and biology, cryptozoology is new.
OK，compare 这个动词呢，它其实非常简单，刚 Pat 解释得非常清楚，它就是比较的意思。比方说呢 ，compared with her, I'm taller. OK， 跟她比起来，我比较高。那它的名词 comparison 一样是比较的意思咯。那你可以 comparison with， 或者是呢 comparison between. OK，a comparison between living in Taipei and living in 高雄。OK。这个住在台北跟住在高雄的比较 ，OK， 那我们在课文里面呢 ，in comparison 一样是比较的意思咯 ，OK，he is quite tall in comparison with his classmates，OK， 在这个班上同学里面呢，他是属于比较高的。The next sentence tells us how new it is, saying it didn't really become popular until the late 1950s.
Yeah, and who started it? The article says two zoologists, so that's animal scientists, named Bernard, I think it's Heuvelmans, not sure, and Ivan T. Sanderson both published books arguing that animals from legend might be real.
Interesting. OK， 所以呢，我们刚刚看到这两位他们是 zoologist。OK， 他们呢就是动物学家的意思。We see that their works inspired generations of cryptozoologists to take up the search for cryptids around the world.
Yes, the phrase take up when we're talking about hobbies or other pursuits means to start doing them, whatever they are. If you take up running, you start going for runs regularly. If you take up ballroom dancing, you find a group that does that, maybe in an MRT station or a park.
OK， 所以呢，我们看到 take something up 这个片语呢，就表示开始从事、开始对什么事情产生兴趣的意思。When did he take up piano？OK，、他是什么时候开始学钢琴的？
And the final sentence of the first part of the article says, while cryptozoology still isn't respected among scientists, many people are working to change that.
Okay, we will find out more about this tomorrow, but now it's time to go to today's For You chat question.